channel. I hope everyone's been having a good week, and I will be doing another ASMR whisper about my day, about kind of where I'm at, where I'm going to be tomorrow, stuff like that. Pretty mellow day. Went to the beach again, because it's a weekend. Been really hitting the beach hard. Hit a different beach every time this week. I tried reading at the beach, a little bit distracted. I don't know how people really get into it, like bringing a book to the beach. It's a good idea, but like it's so bright. Like I didn't have sunglasses, and then you can't really hold the book and tan kind of at the same time. It was a little bit awkward, but I read for a bit and then I tanned. It was nice. I got some ice cream. It was a chill day. Also did a hike. I did a couple little nature video shorts for this channel. The one I filmed today was the bird on the street nature short, and that was like right outside my place. It wasn't anywhere even near the hiking spots I go to. And I don't know if it was like heat stroke, or if it was sick, or if it was just taking a break in the shade. I don't know what it was doing, but it was chilling, like right in the shady spot by the street, in between the street and the sidewalk, and it let me get right up to it. Like I was 2 feet away from it, and I zoomed in and filmed it. It looked kind of like it was closing its eyes, and it was like going in and out of like sleep, so I guess it was really tired. And it seems like there's a crow, or maybe several crows in the area that are kind of chasing out the smaller birds and eating them, I think, because there's 2 dead birds on the street and the crows were eating them. So I think they're actually being hunted, these small birds, by the crows, and I think that's why he was tired, is he's probably just exhausted about flying away and stuff. Nothing I can really do about that. Nature's kind of brutal like that. I gave him I cut the bottom off of a styrofoam cup and I filled it with water and I gave it to him. He didn't drink it, but I just thought, just in case he wanted to jump in it, if it was like a heat stroke thing. He didn't, so I basically just littered for no reason, but whatever. And that was earlier today. I went to a hike. I had some lasagna. The dishwasher has been working good. The vinegar rinse has definitely helped the dishwasher. They haven't came out with spots this time, so that's good. It's Saturday night. When I'm recording this, I might post it Sunday, I don't know. But there's a lot of house parties around here, and I was thinking maybe to go up and crash one and just wander into their yard with with a drink and just start just sitting by myself in the corner, and then everyone would be partying, and then they would probably come up to me and be like, who the fuck are you? And I'd be like, oh, Carlos invited me. And they'd be like, well, we don't know what Carlos is. This is a small family get together, and there'd be a toddler there and some grandpa flipping burgers. I'd be like, bitch, you listen here. I've been watching UFC all week, drinking Monster Energy drinks, so if you want to do this, let's do this. Just be like, I don't think it would work. I don't think you could crash parties these days. I think you'd have to actually be invited and know the people. You can't just go in to someone's house and just start wandering around and just go in their fridge and start eating their food and then sleep in their bed and then come and be like, hey, you can't be in here. Be like, blah, 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 blah. Did someone leave a window open? Because I think I hear the wind right now. What are you Karening me about? I don't think it would fly these days. The good old days have passed. The boomers had it made when you could just wander into someone's house and just, make use of all their amenities and be like, hey man, your sister's coming home with me. Capiche? But anyway, so I didn't do that, but it was a funny thought I had in my head when I was walking by the party or whatever. Also, I had another funny idea satisfaction is not guaranteed. I thought it'd be funny, like the double entourage or whatever. I don't know. I made myself look like an idiot because I don't know how to say that expression. I haven't heard it in a while. I just Google things before I say them on the channel. But someone can correct me in the comments. Also, I want movie recommendations. If you could leave movie recommendations in the comments, because I can't be just fucking Googling like movies and like wasting time. I need some expedited movie recommendations. I don't like the adventure movies. I think they suck. Don't recommend me stuff like that. I kind of like older movies, like Jack Nicholson in Chinatown was pretty cool. Hitchcock films are pretty cool. Recommend me some stuff like that if you're gonna recommend me stuff. But yeah, so it was a pretty chill day. If I could get back to the beginning of the day and just kind of ramble on about some of it. The beach, there's some guys playing badminton behind me, but it didn't hit me, which was nice. The whole cafeteria booth thing that some beaches have, or like the food trucks that some beaches have, none of that stuff has started yet, so I was kind of thirsty the whole time. I didn't go into the water, but I got a decent base tan going. The hike I did was pretty short. And yeah, I just saw a dog. I did like this kind of night walk around, and this dog ran up to me and I petted it. It was a boxer, and that was pretty nice. And that's more or less my day. I kind of should have paced myself on this one a little bit more, because I'm only at 7 minutes and I'm running out of content. But what I can say is, I don't know. I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope this channel has been somewhat successful. I think it's been gaining a little bit of traction. You try me, you're gonna get hi-yud. I'm gonna karate chop your ear off like a Mr. Potato Head attachment. Hi-ya! Start choke slamming mofos. I was thinking it might be cool to do a trip sometime. But I don't have money to do that. But if I have money, maybe I could do a day trip to a town an hour away, and I can sit in a McDonald's there and drink a coffee, and then that'll be Mr. Worldwide going on his, I'll be a globalist, elitist at that point. The economy. Yes, I see. I can invest in this real estate now over there. You know, yeah. Anyways, laughing at my own jokes like an unhinged person, but I am an unhinged person. So I mean, you get in where you fit in, boy, 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 boy. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna watch a movie before bed. But like I said, I want recommendations, and they're not gonna come in time. So I'm gonna have to Google movie recommendations, and then I'm gonna be looking at Google for recommendations, right? So by the time I go through Google, that's already like an hour gone, and then I want to be tired, and it might be too late for a movie, and that's cray, you know. Anyways, what have I watched recently? Because I've been watching about one movie a week. Maybe I watched 2 last week, and I've kind of been out of movies and series for a long time. I think the last series that I really dedicated myself to was Squid Game. Me and my ex watched that, and then before that was like almost like a decade. I think Game of Thrones started, and Game of Thrones was okay. I didn't get into it right until like they made the last season, and then I just binge watched all of them. That was good. Breaking Bad was good. Yeah, but movie-wise, I think The Joke was the last movie I saw. It was that Czechoslovakian movie that was made in the 60s. I did a review on this channel about it, just talking, not ASMR. Pretty good. Prior to that, I watched a couple Hitchcock movies. I think the one, I forget what it's called, but it was the one where this guy gets accused of sabotage. I think it was actually called Saboteur, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then he goes around the country trying to find the guy who framed him, basically, and it was like good but boring at the same time. It was kind of weird. I think old movies have the unique ability of being boring and not the best movie, but still being entertaining just solely as a timepiece, like seeing how, like, they have the phones where you like rotate the dial, and then they have like different like subtle like cultural differences, and like the way they behave or the technology, like I just said, it makes it a bit more interesting, even though it might not be the best movie during its time. And I know I saw the other Hitchcock movie, Rear Window, recently, which was a remake, which has a remake rather, Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf, that was like in 2008 released or something like that. Actually, I like the remake better. Spoiler alert, but their remake was like this serial killer, and he had like 50 bodies in his like walls in his basement and stuff. The original, there's only one murder. I think the good part of the original was it was more in doubt that the guy was just crazy because he was spending so much time alone. Like, you didn't believe him right until the end. While in the remake with Shia LaBeouf, or whatever his name is, it was almost like certain from like even like 20 minutes in that he was right. And they built suspense around that, but it wasn't necessarily as good because I kind of wanted to just be more thinking about maybe this guy's crazy, and I wanted to be kind of more involved with thinking about the plot rather than just kind of having this like almost like a team thing, like you're watching like this, like your Shia LaBeouf's character would be like your football team down and you want him to win. Like, that's kind of a very one-dimensional type of movie that I find kind of, that's the way that Avengers movies are really formulated, and that's kind of the whole structure of film that I like getting away from. I don't really like that too much, but once again, to repeat myself from earlier, paradoxically, I did like the Shia LaBeouf remake better than this one, just because I feel like it was more in time, I can't even put a finger on why I really liked it better, probably because it was just the one I saw first, really, and I was kind of, in the back of my head, probably comparing it, and maybe film quality was also maybe an issue, I'm not sure, but both were good, both were interesting. Then I watched another one that was about Nazis. I forget what it was called, but it was an American movie that was set in Poland during the Nazi invasion. And this movie actually came out during World War II. I think it was released in 41 or 42. And it was kind of making fun of the Nazis and Hitler, and kind of how their government was just like this pyramid scheme, and how people were like disloyal and backstabbing in the government, which it would be. If you had a fascist government, it would basically be based on ass kissing, because you'd just be afraid of your immediate superior, and it would kind of, there'd be so many bottlenecks. And I'm not, obviously it's immoral with the killing and the think during the filming of this movie, the Holocaust hadn't even started yet. Because I think the Holocaust started in 41 or 42, and this movie would have been filmed in 1940 and released in 41, so it wouldn't have even had started yet. And they didn't realize until about 45, until the war ended, that it was actually happening. So, and then I don't think it was released to the public until like 46, or even later. I'm not 100% sure on that, but it kind of just showed the inefficiencies of a government formulated that way, even without the atrocities, which was interesting to see, because it's almost like a fresh perspective on something that you already know is wrong, but now you see it from like a different perspective. It's almost like if you take shrooms and you see like water again for the first time, but I'm not advocating shrooms. I haven't had that shrooms in like over a decade. I only did it like 2 or 3 times when I was essentially a teenager. I'm very sober and straight edge now, but that's an example that immediately came to mind. Yeah, so I'm happy I kept filming, because I got a little bit more out of myself here, like 7 or 8 minutes more than I thought I would have, because I kind of lagged out in the middle of this video, and hopefully people stuck around to the end, because I'm trying to get some watch hours so I can monetize my channel and all that. That's the greedy in me, but obviously I gotta try to make a little bit of income on this channel. It's kind of, it's I don't know, it's a business, I guess. Like, I hope it's serving a purpose and it's not all about money, but also a short video, like 7 minutes ASMR, I don't know if that would be the most relaxing. Some people tend to like the longer ones because it kind of pulls them in a bit deeper into kind of just not thinking about whatever they're trying to avoid thinking about, which you need to do sometimes. Sometimes you need to think about your problems and kind of grind, but when you're coming to this channel to see nature videos or ASMR, you're not trying to think about that. And when you are trying to come to my thinking videos, I got some opinions. Yay! Look at my opinions, yay! But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. Give me some movie recommendations. Those are some of the types of films I like. I wanted to watch City Lights, Charlie Chaplin, but I can't find it for free. And that's another big thing with me, is I don't like paying money for anything. And a lot of these older movies, like the Hitchcock movies, there's internetarchive.com or something, and I think like if some of these older movies are deemed historically relevant or something, you can just watch them for free. I think it's like a non-profit government thing. I don't know, but it seems that way, which is pretty cool, because there's like 1,000 movies on there, and there's other free movie things that you can go to. But the one, Charlie Chaplin, the City Lights, wasn't on any of these, and I think it's like $5 or something on YouTube, and I'm not that dedicated to it to pay $5, because I think it's even a silent movie too. And I mean, I'm not against silent movies, but to pay money to watch a movie that doesn't even have sound, it's like, what? Come on, guy. Come on, man. Come on, guy. Come on, man. Come on. You know? Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. So yeah, I'll end this video in a couple minutes. Now I'm thinking I might not even have time for a movie, because like I said, I'm gonna have to look online to see any good ones, and then I gotta post this, so then by the time I get time to watch a movie, it's going to be pretty late, and they usually take about 2 hours, so I don't like falling asleep halfway in the movie. Because then when you rewatch the movie, it's not the same. I think subconsciously you know what's going to happen, and then it's like, it feels like you've already seen it in a weird way. So yeah, I don't like falling asleep while reading books either, because you don't retain anything. It's weird. Some people say you retain more if you read a book before bed, but I've never had that happen. I just get super sleepy and I just kind of skim it, and it goes in, like, not that you're listening to it, but it goes in through one ear out the other type thing. Like, it just goes into your eyes and it doesn't register in your brain if you're too tired reading it before bed. That's my experience with reading before bed. And then the movie experience is like what I said, like you wake up the next day wanting to rewatch it to get the second half that you miss, and it feels like you've already seen it. It feels weird. So that's my day, and that's my ramble. There's a couple jokes in there. I don't know if they're funny or if they're gonna land. It's hard to tell without someone in front of you or an audience. Some of it was funny, to me at least. I laughed at my own jokes. Ha ha. Yeah, it was kind of interesting seeing that bird. It was nice to go to the beach. It's good the dishwasher's working again. Or not again, but working better now that I'm doing it with the vinegar. I had some ice cream. It was my day off. It was pretty chill. Got a base tan going. Yeah, it was a good day. I hope everyone's having a good day as well. And I wish everyone the best as always. And thanks for coming to my channel. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for leaving comments and likes, thumbs ups. I need more thumbs up. I need more comments. The more comments you leave, the better it helps my algorithm. Like if a channel gets more comments, they get recommended more. Same with retention, but I'm not gonna put a gun to anyone's head and say, hey, watch the whole thing or I'm gonna kill you. I'm not gonna do that. I might even get flagged for even joking about that, because people are crazy now and they see somebody with a YouTube channel and they want to report it just to do jingle bells, Batman smells. So anyways, peace out. Hope everyone's doing good. I love all you. And I'm thinking about that cool ass bird, and hopefully he's not eaten by the crows. Hopefully he's healthy as well. And I will maybe record another one of these tomorrow. Not 100% sure, but I have a couple other videos that are just me talking normally about some things that are happening in my life, some political things, some kind of basically just opinions and takes. Maybe there's a movie review in there somewhere. I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, so peace out. Love all you guys. And I hope everyone's in a good place in their life. If you're not, you will be soon. Just believe in yourself. Okay, peace out. Okay, so I'm gonna do another ASMR whisper video. Some people in the comments, maybe 2 of you or 3 of you, have requested more, so I will continue to do these. This one is gonna be another ramble about my day, maybe some plans for the weekend, which is starting tomorrow, yay. I have more of these queued ready to be posted within the next week or 2, so a couple more of these are going to be coming out. This one is going to be posted tonight. So my day was pretty good. I'm going to, after I record this, end the day with a movie. I'm going to watch the movie Eyes Wide Shut if I can find it. I haven't seen it before. I heard it's supposed to be good, so I'm going to check that out. Now, the start of my day had a little bit of drama, a little bit of negativity, so I'm going to start off there, but after that gets finished with, I actually had a very productive and nice day. It was quite sunny. I went to the gym, all kinds of things, but anyways, The start to the day, I have my second job where I do a little bit of cleaning, and then I mow the lawn and I do the yard work. And I really like mowing the lawn. It's something I've always kind of enjoyed doing. I get on the ride mower, and just kind of zone out almost. Had a complaint by kind of like a Karen resident, an older guy, grumpy guy, and that's how I started my day. And after that, it was good. But I don't know exactly what this guy's problem is, but he's kind of been meat mugging me and staring me down for 2 months now. And I kind of say hello to him, and he doesn't say hello back. I think he said hello back one time, and I think we might have had some small talk one time as well. And he seems to be a little bit chatty with one of the residents. He kind of gets up on his walker and he kind of goes around the perimeter of the building, and then he goes back. But he seems to be kind of grumpy, maybe a little bit in cognitive decline. But anyways, I'm not harassing him by saying hello. I'm just saying hello, it's when you pass somebody you say, hey, how are you, or nice day, or whatever. But anyways, so I said hey to him, and he didn't say it back. He just kind of stared me down, and then I kind of was just looking back at him, and I just said hello again, and then he just said, you're doing a lousy job on the lawn, and then he stormed away. Well, not really stormed away, because he has one of those walkers, but he was just fucking beaking me off, talking shit. And I got angry. I didn't visibly get angry, but underneath, in my inside, my emotions, I just wanted to tee off on this guy. I wanted to give him the Conor McGregor treatment. I don't know if you follow UFC. You seen Conor McGregor, he punched that 65-year-old man in the bar in the back of the head or whatever. That's what I wanted to do to this guy in the moment, but I remained calm, obviously mature and professional, and you don't want to give him the satisfaction of showing them that you're bothered by it either. But he's always kind of given me that I don't want you around me vibe kind of thing. And thinking back, there is a park across the street from this job that I'm doing the lawns, and I think this might have actually been the guy that threatened my dog one time. When my dog was alive, I used to play frisbee and soccer with my dog in these sports fields, and to give him credit, you're not supposed to have the dogs off leash, but everyone does. They're behaved. It's kind of a gray area. I just kicked the ball and no one complains, but this guy complained. And once again, you're not supposed to have the dogs off leash in that area, so he was right in this. But he's if that dog comes near me, I want to snap his neck. And I actually think it's this guy, which is crazy. So maybe he remembers me from that, but I don't think so. And I'm not 100% sure if he is that guy. But anyways, that's how my day started. Kind of crappy, put me in a bit of a mood. But then you can't let 2 seconds ruin 24 hours. That's kind of I don't know where I heard that from. Might have been Eckhart Tolle or one of those guys, the mindfulness guys on YouTube that write books all the time, and they kind of do that whole meditation thing. He might have said that, someone did, and I kind of repeated that in my head for a little bit. Got on the lawnmower, and the first time, this is the third time I've done this lawn. There's 4 lawns, but the first 2 times I had to do it on a very high setting with the blade. I had to do it on a 6 setting, which is the top one, because it was really long and wet, and the boss knew about this, that the lawnmower's not great. He said, well, if it gets too long, it's not going to cut, so I had to use the top blade, and I just kind of went over it. Didn't look the best. The second time I cut it 1 notch lower, looked a bit better. This time looked great. So I had this one on maybe a 4 setting with the front lawn on a 3 setting. I picked up the pine cones before so they didn't get hit by the blade, and then the pine cones just flies and maybe hits somebody. So I picked up all the pine cones first. I did the lawn. I think the ride mower, because it's so slow, it took maybe an hour and a half, but it's relatively big yard. And then after that, I did the whipper snipping on the edge where the ride mower can't get. And then I did the leaf blower, and I blew off all the sidewalks of the leaves, and then the grass that I just cut. Obviously, the blades of grass goes on the sidewalk, and you have to blow those back onto the lawn. So that was pretty nice. So I got some hours there. I got paid today. Paycheck, yay. Cashed my paycheck. I got a steak after work. Sick. That was dope. I always like getting a steak after work. I don't know if everyone listening is a steak eater, meat eater. If you're vegetarian, vegan, that's fine, but I like my steak sandwich after work. On my lawn days, it makes me feel good. I had a cigar, made me feel great. I had a sparkling water, a coconut water, watermelon flavor. It's watermelon juice and sparkling coconut water. I felt like a king with that water, man. I put some creatine in it. Well, no, I had creatine later in the day, but sometimes I put creatine in it. So yeah, that was really good. That was amazing. I'm actually probably gonna have another one because I bought 4. Yay for payday. So after I did the work and the food, I came home, I showered. Then I went to the gym. It was a leg day. It was kind of like it just going through the motions type leg day. It wasn't like anything fancy. I did some leg press, some hamstring curls. I did some calf raises. I did some reverse squats. I did some glute raises. I did some hip flexor kind of accessory movements. That kind of thing. There was a lady that was having trouble on the punching bag, getting it to stand still. It's kind of in this awkward place in the gym. She had her mom hold it for her, not her mom, but maybe just an older friend. So that was pretty good too. It was not the best pump. I wasn't really sweating or heavy breath, but my heart was a little bit elevated, and I was active. It was just kind of the basic kind of after work. Just a little bit add-on. I was kind of doing lunges at work, kind of picking up these pine cones and everything. I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. My bad. So then after the gym, I did a little bit of a nature walk, and a little bit of a grocery shop. I think I picked up kefir, which is good for your microbiome. It's fermented milk. It has probiotics and all that stuff. And then I got some ice cream. I already ate it. That ice cream just evaporated into thin air as soon as I got home. I'm gonna have lasagna tomorrow. I'm gonna have noodles tonight. So I got some groceries. Good. Once again, payday. Sweet. Then what did I do? Well, I came home. I read for a little bit. I listened to this lecture. Well, not a lecture. Sometimes I do, but this one was an audiobook. I wasn't really penetrating it. I was kind of just zoned out, so I turned it off. I think that takes us to now, but I feel like I am missing something. But I think that pretty much takes it to now. I think I did the dishes, or that might have been yesterday, but yeah, so it was a pretty good day. It was just boom, 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 one thing after the other. I was out pretty much all day. And now I'm looking to wind down. I'm gonna watch this movie. What am I gonna do tomorrow is a good question. I know next Friday I have to do my boss at the other job, his shift, his morning shift. Actually, no, that's not 2 weeks. So I have both this Friday and next next Friday off, which is sweet. And tomorrow is going to be my payday from my other job, which is double sweet. So I just got 2 paydays, and I have 2 3-day weekends. So that is really cool. So I figure I'm going to probably go out and do some kind of hike somewhere. I have like 2 or 3 parks locally that I usually go to. They're kind of my going through the motion parks, where I just get out, I clear my mind, and I typically like a park with a river or a creek. Rivers are sometimes better because they don't attract as many mosquitoes. Maybe do some nature shorts for this channel if I see something interesting. Usually, like if it's like a centipede or like a hummingbird or like some kind of weird insect, or like maybe like if I see like some kind of deer or a raccoon, I usually film these kinds of things and put them on the channel. So I guess to kind of sum up my day is, it's good I didn't let that first little scenario incident about this grumpy guy ruin the day, because it was just 2 seconds. You can't let 2 seconds ruin 24 hours. You can't do that. You can't let them win. You can't let them get in your head. There's people that are just miserable and they want to make other people miserable, and you can't let them win. Unfortunately, if enough of them gang up together and they carry you so hard to the management, they could get you fired. But I mean, I'm not even worried about that, because if that happens, then it's just meant to be that way. Sometimes, I mean, it's weird. It's easier to fool someone than to show them that they're fooled. Like this guy was like thinking that I wasn't doing a good job, but like I could prove it to him. I can't prove to him that I'm doing a good job. I mean, it's just his opinion of me. It's how he sees me. And I don't know if that's even like the kind of, like, I don't even know if that's what he was doing, or if he was just kind of saying that I wasn't doing a good job just to kind of throw shit at me, like negativity. But anyways, right now, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. If someone fell asleep by now, that's pretty cool. If they're using it for sleep, if it's just kind of you want to hear someone's story about their day in like a low volume, then hopefully I retained an audience through most of this. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I'm going to watch that movie now. I might even post a movie review of it tomorrow. That might be interesting. Like, I could either do a talking normal voice, or I could do an ASMR whisper review of the video. I mean, not video, movie. If you made it this far, tell me what you'd prefer me to do. If you haven't, I don't know. I'll just decide which it's gonna be. I think I will like the movie because I saw a clip on Instagram. It looks pretty interesting. It almost looks like Squid Game. Like, it looked like the rich people in the masks at this fancy ball, and they're all scary looking. Squid Game was really nice. I don't know if everyone's seen that. It was on Netflix a while ago. I don't know if they took it down. Korean series, but a short series, a short limited series. I think it was 1 season, maybe 9 episodes. So it was basically a long film that was cut up into like episodes, basically. I recommend that to anyone who hasn't seen it. Squid Game was actually really good. You are definitely behind if you haven't seen it yet, and if you're like a Netflix person, because that was like a 3-year ago thing, but better late than never. So as always, I want to wish everybody the best week that they can have is what they should be having. Don't stress too much. Relax. Take time for yourself. Hopefully everybody's where they want to be. And if not, you'll get there eventually. And just relax right now. And you're good as you are, how you are, where you are. Just let this moment be this moment. And don't worry about anything else.